So I completely agree with you, Ambassador, that two countries should be more flexible and creative in making a breakthrough, and to allow the both sides to work together to conclude a peace treaty and open up the road for more, wider scope of business and economic and cultural, educational, medical, wide range of cooperation. And one thing that the many Japanese people are concerned about in the process to that goal is how to resolve this outstanding bilateral, issue of the territorial or border, marking issue. So what is your, idea how two sides could compromise each other? I remember your President Putin mentioned using the words of judo, hikiwake, or hajime. Two countries, they must have the very, accommodating spirit if the both sides have different views. So how can we accommodate the President Putin's, hikiwake spirit in dealing with this issue?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that what is the right way to achieve the goal of signing the peace treaty? What should be the right road to do it? My opinion is, and our opinion is, that we should develop our relations in every possible area to increase confidence and trust. And in this during this process, we can finally arrive to resolve probably the most difficult issue that is not resolved for 70 years. Not vice versa. Not limiting ties, not diminishing ties, not applying sanctions, because it will lead us to nowhere. The only way is to expand our relationship to the degree possible in all areas: political, economic, cultural, people to people, parliament to parliament. And when we have confidence and trust in each other, then, and also leave diplomats in a quiet atmosphere. I was participating in Russia-China border talks. It took 40 years.
Oh, 40 years.
40 years.
I see.
It took 40 years to achieve results. But finally we did it. But when we did it when our relations expanded to large degree, when we found that such issues are easier to resolve. And I think probably examples of other countries can also show us this is the only way to do it. How it can be done? It's, if I would know how it can be done, I might become a Nobel Prize winner. So it requires hard work. It requires negotiations. It requires, I would say, efforts from both sides to find this hikiwake.
That's right.
That President Putin mentioned. And when I arrived here, many Japanese friends asked me, Mr. Ambassador, what is hikiwake? And I told them, I don't know. Because hikiwake, I'm not judo expert. Ask judo expert.
Okay.
So please ask judo expert, what is hikiwake?
President Putin is a good friend of, a judo champion, Yamashita son. And also former Prime Minister Mori, who is not a judo athlete, but also a rugby athlete.
He's a rugby fan.
Yes, that's right, rugby fan, yeah. So the so-called, sports diplomacy or cultural diplomacy in a much wider perspectives could play a certain role. As you mentioned, we have to expand the scope and level of people-to-people relationship. And also it will expand into the more economic and financial and technological cooperation. Our goal is very clear. The goal is very clear. That is, we must establish a much stronger, dependable, trustworthy relationship. And in order to achieve that goal, we recognize there are several hardships, difficulties. So in order to eliminate those difficulties, what we can depend most are the people-to-people, supportive relationship. So from that perspective, there are many ongoing dialogues between Russia and Japan, as well as other framework. So taking all those possible international forums and conferences, we must make best use of those available channels of communication. So do you think that Russia is playing the leading role of the Shanghai cooperative scheme to try to expand the regional security and economic frameworks? Do you think that Japan could become a part of such kind of economic and security framework?
Well, you asked several questions.
Yes.
You touched several subjects.
Yes.